Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the Ingroove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for May 30th, 2025. Last new arrival video for the month of May. This year is blowing by, and this is a big new arrival video. There isn't a massive amount of stuff here. I'm just kind of wrapping my head around here around this because I hadn't really seen this stuff until 10 minutes ago. I've been out buying a lot of collections this week, so I've been kind of busy and preoccupied. I haven't been focusing in on the receiving portion of the Ingroove in the back room there. Okay, a lot of cool pre-orders were announced this week. One of them I'm a little perplexed by, but I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, so first, Miles Davis, Argata from Mobile Fidelity. They're really going deep into the Miles Davis catalog, and they're not only doing all the main Columbia titles, they're doing like the more esoteric stuff. So that is coming out to be announced. So typically at this point in time, 3 months is about the timeline on pre-order announcements when it comes to Mobile Fidelity. Long gone are the days of, we're going to announce something is coming out as a MoFi title and you're not going to get it for 5 years. Like, that doesn't happen anymore. So probably about 3 months, and that should be here. This next one I got emailed directly from Warner this morning with absolutely no information other than the SKU, the title, and the retail price. So I don't know what it is, but I'm anticipating it's going to be quite good. That is the Talking Heads, about buildings and food. Second album, second Talking Heads record. They're doing something similar to what they did with the first album, 77. So they're doing a box set, like a mixed media box set. They're doing a digital box set, Blu-ray, CDs, DVDs, that type of thing. And then they're doing a double disc, similar to what they did with the first album, and then they're doing it on red vinyl as well. What I don't know is that first disc analog like they did with the first record? Is there a concert in that box set? What are we getting? No clue. And I looked online. Warner didn't have any information. Nobody had any information. I have no clue what the hell it is. All I know is the title and the price. I know I'm going to get the box set, the deluxe box set, because I'm guessing it's probably going to have another concert in it, similar to the 77 box set, which was absolutely fantastic. I listened to it all the time. The main album was Analogue. I can't see them doing this any different, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Box set from Miles Davis called Miles Davis 55, the Prestige recordings. That comes out August 22nd. Oh, the Talking Heads, July 25th. So we're not going to have to wait too long to figure out what it is. And I'm sure in the next day, that information will come out and I'll have it on the website, exactly what it is. Jethro Tull, Still Living in the Past. They're doing an LP and CD and a Blu-ray box set. A couple of different options there. July 11th. Sleeping with Sirens. We've got, coming out August 8th, Let's Cheer to This, With Ears to See and Eyes to Hear. If you were a movie, this would be your soundtrack. Twice. This is for July 11th. I have no idea what that is. The Weekend, Hurry Up Tomorrow, the original motion picture score, coming out July 11th. Lightning Hopkins, Lightning, coming out July 18th. Paul Weller, Find El Dorado, July 25th. All Time Low, MTV Unplugged, that's coming out July 18th. Rage Against, Ricochet, the indie vinyl variant, coming out July 18th. Eminem's the Marshall Mathers LP 25th Anniversary Edition, coming out September 26th. I read online, too, they're including a couple of VMA concert performances on there. Couple titles from Elemental, and that is it. All from Elemental. They've done a lot of great stuff in the past. These might be great as well. We've got James Brown, It's a Mother, Roy Ayers, Coffee, Leon Ware, Musical Message, and Pretty Purdy. Oh, no, this is not an Elemental title. This is Real Gone Music. Pretty Purdy and the Playboys, Stand By Me. What you see is what you get. Those come out, Pretty Purdy comes out July 11th. The other three come out June 20th. Okay, at the end of this video, I'm going to do another clip show of the first pressing auction I've got coming out. What am I doing that? This Sunday, 11 o'clock Arizona time on Whatnot. It's nothing but, this arm hurts for some reason. Every time I lift, I'm like, ooh, I think I pulled something. Gets to about here, and I'm in pain. That's not good. Freaking falling apart. That hurts right there. I'm trying to concentrate, but I'm losing focus. Just keep this down. Let me put it in my pocket. Okay, now. So 11 o'clock Arizona time on Sunday. I've got a first pressing auction. Everything I'll show you is going to be auctioned off. Everything I'm going to auction off, I'll show you at the end of the video. So, yeah, first pressing auction this Sunday on Whatnot. And then on Thursday and Friday, I have another like miniature 1 hour stream, 5 o'clock Arizona time. If you've never bought from me on Whatnot before, click the link below. As for the first pressing auction, I have everything preloaded. So you can go there and you can see exactly what I'm going to be auctioning off. It's about 210 titles, I think. A lot of great stuff. A lot of great Audio Slave first pressings. It's not just 60s, 70s, but it's 90s and early 2000s. Kind of a broad spectrum across the board. First pressings, clean first pressings, not just a bunch of beat up crap, but this is like top grade, really clean first pressings. Mostly a US first pressing, but there's some British first pressings in there, some German, that type of thing. So yeah, check that out this Sunday at 11 o'clock Arizona time, and wait till the end. I'll show you what I'm going to be auctioning. Okay, first couple titles are just restocks. Pink Floyd's 2018 remix of Animals. The restock of Wish You Were Here. Did a shootout video of Wish You Were Here. This is fantastic. It's funny, I reshot that shootout video and I forgot to mention this, but I actually mentioned it in the first go around. This is fantastic. I highly recommend this. I'm not a big SACD guy. I'm not a big digital media guy at all. But that SACD is fantastic. And when I'm going to demo an SACD for somebody, I either grab that or the Roger Waters Amused to Death from Analogue Productions. Those two are like my go-tos to demo the SACD format. New from Impex, this is actually really cool. They're doing Gets Gilberto SACD, but what's cool about this is you're getting two different ways. You're getting a direct DSD from the analog tape by Bernie Grundman. Nothing has been done to it. It's a straight DSD transfer. You're also getting the album as a plagient processed and mastered by Jamie Horowitz title. So you get it both different, both ways. You can get the unvarnished warts and all version, DSD straight transfer by Bernie Grundman, or you can get the plagient processed version mastered by Jamie. It's kind of cool. You be the judge. What do you prefer? What do you think sounds better? I like stuff like this. I do shootouts all the time. I like to test the difference between things. So this is kind of right up my alley. I'm probably going to get this. So I can go home and shoot out theoretically the same thing. It's the same disc, but two different variations. Miles Davis, Birth of the Blue, SACD, that's new. Vinyl's been out a couple of months, but the SACD is new for us anyways. Sufjan Stevens, Carrie and Lowell, 10th Anniversary Edition. This is the indie retail exclusive vinyl violet box set. Damn. And this is the standard non-indie exclusive. Reasonably priced. I mean, it's a box set, it's under 50 bucks. All right, this next title I'm going to show you is really cool. This is the third time I've ever done an Ingroove exclusive. This is Joe Henderson and Woody Shaw's Jazz Patterns. I want to say this came out in '82. This is actually the unreleased stuff from the 1970 release on Milestone. At the Lighthouse was the title. So everything that wasn't used on At the Lighthouse essentially makes up Jazz Patterns. Fantastic record. This, again, it's an Ingroove exclusive. The color variant is the Ingroove exclusive. The color variant here is blue-green pressing. I kind of picked a color that would kind of complement the jacket. So the color we have is kind of a blue swirl. It complements the jacket. This is super rare. I only did 150 copies of this, and I think I've sold 100 of them. So this isn't going to last long. 150 copies. I did Doug Carn Trio. That was my number 2 Ingroove exclusive. And the Canelmus Folkestone Prism. That was my number 1. That was the first Ingroove exclusive. Canelmus, Doug Carn, and now the Joe Henderson. I actually myself haven't had a chance to even listen to this yet. But yeah, limited to 150 copies. It's got the Ingroove logo there on the hype sticker. Really cool. I enjoy doing these. I get offered exclusives all the time. But when I do Ingroove exclusives, I want them to be something, an audiophile record or a jazz title, something that kind of fits me, the story. I'm not going to do an Ingroove exclusive of some random indie band I know nothing about because I'm not an indie music guy, that kind of thing. So, cool title. Check it out, 150 copies, jazz patterns. Originals of this from like 82, they're like 150, 200 bucks. It's a very expensive record if you find it. Okay, the next two titles from Craft Recordings. This is Bill Evans' Interplay. OJC, all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Matt Luthans has done a few, but this is cut by Kevin Gray, pressed at RTI. These are absolutely fantastic. I've loved every one of these 33s they've done. I've replaced some 45s in my collection with the 33 RPM OJCs. All analog, again, Bill Evans, Moonbeams. So they're not wasting any time getting, they've got maybe, 30, 35 titles done so far from that OJC series. Phenomenal series, but I want to say they're probably almost done with the Bill Evans Riverside catalog. They're doing a lot of them, which is smart. I mean, that's kind of some of the best-selling stuff they have on the catalog, in the catalog. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. This is the 10th anniversary indie vinyl variant, exclusive of vinyl color. Doesn't say what the color is, but it's an exclusive vinyl cover. Color. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. This is just the standard, probably black color. This is kind of cool. The Pet Shop Boys discography, the complete singles collection, 1985 to 1991 on transparent blue vinyl. 2-disc set, West End Girls, It's a Sin, Suburbia, a lot of great stuff on here. All the singles. Okay, new from Analogue Productions, we have Bad Company's Burnin' Sky, part of the Atlantic 75th anniversary series. I'm trying to make out the Spars code on here, but boy, that's kind of almost unreadable. Mastered and cut to lacquer from a 1/4-inch flat tape copy of the original master tape. Very hard to read on this title. Jethro Tull's Benefit, 45 RPM, mastered and cut to lacquer from the original analog master tape. And we have Dr. John's Gumbo. This is the 45, again, 45 RPM version. This has been out from Analogue Productions at 33 forever. It feels like maybe 5, 10 years, something like that, a long time. 45 RPM, part of the Atlantic 75th anniversary series. There you go. Okay, I also got some restocks from Analogue Productions I will show you at the end of the video. Mariah Carey's The Emancipation of Mimi. This is the 20th anniversary variant. Well, let me make some room. Heard this a few times. It's quite good. This is the new album from Peter Murphy, Silver Shade. It was released digitally at least a month ago probably, but this week is the vinyl release. Kind of weird nowadays to not get a simultaneous digital and vinyl release. Used to be that was the way things were for decades. Now you're seeing a lot of simultaneous releases, but not with that title. Garbage. Let all that we imagine be the light. This is the indie vinyl variant on Pearl Sunrise vinyl. New album by Garbage. They're doing a couple of the very, very difficult and hard to find and expensive Brian Ferry titles. Reissue of As Time Goes By on Honey Gold vinyl. And again, a very difficult and expensive if you find a title, Brian Ferry's Olympia. This is a reissue from Record Store Day, Shahab's Jazz Party. Fantastic record. Originals of these are well over $1,000. But yeah, Press That Palace Group in Germany. Mastered for vinyl by Dave Gardner. Charles Mingus, Live in Paris, 1964, Volume 1 on transparent red vinyl. Max Roach, again, from Culture Factory as well. 2 LP set, one on green and one on white vinyl. A pioneer of bebop drumming. Bebop. I don't think I've ever even heard that expression. Bebop drumming. Is that like hip-hop drumming? Bebop? Hip-hop jazz drumming? Vinyl has been out of print and unavailable. 1960 to 1961 live rare recordings. Ah, yes. From Three Blind Mice, remastered and cut by Bernie Grudman. They're doing a whole series of these. I want to say this is the first title that, they were delayed for a little while. They were supposed to come out like a month ago, but this is the first one I've actually seen in the store. Hidefumi Toki Quartet. The name of this album is Toki. Not a Three Blind Mice title that I actually have listened to, but everything that I've heard on this label for the most part has not only been sonically killer, but musically fantastic as well. Highly recommend. You know, Impex did a couple of Three Blind Mice titles. They've had reissues of the Three Blind Mice catalog over the years in the past, but the Three Blind Mice stuff is absolutely smoking. This is a Japanese pressing made at Sony Japan. Fantastic pressing plant. The Sacred Mushroom. This is a reissue from Charlie. Had an original one of these come in a couple months back. Sold it pretty quick. High dollar record when you find an original. Miley Cyrus's Something Beautiful. This is the new Miley Cyrus record on Columbia. Music from the original motion picture soundtrack Eyes Wide Shut, pressed on misty green vinyl. Vince Guaraldi's Oh Good Grief, limited pressing on opaque yellow vinyl. Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock, selections from Season 2. This is a single LP picture disc. Loved Fraggle Rock when I was a kid. Every time I see this record now, like 3 times that I've had the Fraggle Rock song stuck in my head. Torio Moi, Outer Peace. This is a reissue, right? Limited edition Neon Violet with Tangerine Splatter. Really cool job on the cover. It's got that foiling on the side, spine. Regina Spektor. Remember Us to Life. Limited edition on Black Clouds vinyl. What is Black Clouds vinyl? Is that just black vinyl? What color is that? Mott the Hoople. Mott. Limited edition of 1,000 individually numbered copies in pink colored vinyl. Featuring All the Way from Memphis. I had a chance of seeing Ian Hunter with the Ringo Starr All-Star Band about 25 years ago. Put on a hell of a show. It was really good. That was a great concert. And a lot of the people that were at that concert are not with us any longer. Bad Company's Holy Water from Friday Music. Level 42, Running in the Family. This is a limited edition 180 gram red vinyl variant. Phosphorescent, Muchacho. Rain Parade, Crashing Dream, the deluxe version. This is kind of cool. I'm guessing this was a Record Store Day title that never came to be because it actually says Record Store Day, April 12, 2025. Limited edition first pressing 2 LP set with demos and live tracks on blue and transparent vinyl. A lot of things don't make it in time for Record Store Day. They end up getting pulled from Record Store Day as part of the official list, and then they come out like here at a future date. Opeth, Blackwater Park, 20th Anniversary Edition, white and black marble vinyl. Okay, man, I think we've had a ton of killer restocks come in, and these are all actual restocks. I'm going to show you the Analogue Productions restocks. The other key, this isn't everything. We get pallets and pallets and pallets of restocks. I try to distill it down to just kind of the key restocks. things that are in demand that haven't been out in a while that people have kind of been waiting on. And then at the end, I'll show you a flip video again of all the first pressing items I'm going to auction off this Sunday. But let's start with the Analogue Productions restock. Let's see. Henry, how the hell do you pronounce his name? Streising? In recital. Charles Reiner at the piano. One of my favorites. Shahrazad, this is the 33 RPM. They also did it at 45 RPM, which sounds fantastic. I think they did it as an ultra tape as well. Let's see, Rubinstein, Chopin Concerto No. 1. Part of the Prestige series, Gene Emmons, Nice and Cool. These are all analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Billie Holiday, All or Nothing at All. This is the 45 RPM. You can also get it as a 33 now. This is the 33 RPM of Bill Evans at the Montreux Jazz Festival. Ooh, this is great. All the Coltrane's they did at part of the Prestige series are phenomenal. This is the Coltrane, Prestige 7105, I guess I refer to it as, just self-titled Coltrane. The Sound of Jazz. This is the 33 RPM. They also did this at 45 RPM. Count Basie, Billie Holiday, Mal Waldron. I mean, everybody's on this. It's a great record. Really a good pickup if you're just kind of getting into jazz. I would say that's a title I could recommend people. It's nice, easy listen. Sounds Unheard Of, Shelly Manne and Jack Marshall. Let's see, Thelonious Monk's Brilliant Corners. This is the 33 RPM of Herbie Hancock's Headhunters. Absolutely killer record, highly recommend it. If you like funk, you're not really a jazz guy, you'll dig that. Funk, soul, R&B, that kind of thing. Elvis is Back. The Doors, Soft Parade. This is the Analogue Productions, 45 RPM. We've got the Rhino Hi-Fi 33s coming beginning of July. Okay, some restocks, non-Analogue Productions. We've got the new remix of the Beatles' White Album. Tears for Fears, Rule the World. Perfect Circle, Mur de Norms. Noms. Kanye West, College Dropout. Rush, Moving Pictures. Got a restock of Steely Dan's Katie Lied. Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. I saw some video of Axl Rose performing on this current tour. Rough. Rough. The vocals are a little rough. No Doubts, Tragic Kingdom. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill. That's a fantastic record. Godsmack, the self-titled, right? Yeah. One of the very first CDs I ever owned back in the day. Saw them live on that tour. It was a good show. The Legend, Bob Marley's Legend. This is the tricolored vinyl variant, colored like the Jamaican flag. Creedence Clearwater Revival's Green River. This is the Abbey Road Studios half-speed mastered version. It's another great record. This thing always sells out, and I have to wait 6 months to a year to get it. Lives, Throwing Copper. Let's see, now includes 3 bonus songs. This is the 25th anniversary edition. This is a great record. I listen to this quite a bit. Adele's 25. Radiohead, Pablo Honey. Radiohead's Kid A. Radiohead, Hail to the Thief. In Rainbows, Radiohead. Part of the Acoustic Sounds Verve reissue campaign, this is John Lee Hooker's Serve Your Right to Suffer. This is kind of an OJC before they were officially doing OJCs. This is the 60th anniversary of John Lee Hooker's The Country Blues Of. This is all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray and done in kind of a tip-on jacket. This kind of design package later became the OJCs, but that's about 5-6 years old. So that's kind of the early of what, kind of the template of what would become an OJC. On my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list, this is Bill Evans, Sunday at the Village Vanguard, OJC. Phenomenal. Bill Evans Trio, Trio 65. These are all analog, part of the Acoustic Sounds Verve series. Getz a Go-Go, Stan Getz. This is the Blue Note Blue Note authorized dealer version of Dexter Gordon's Go. They did 10 titles. They made them part of these Blue Note authorized dealer program they have going on, and they're all on blue vinyl. Still all analog, cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. The only difference is they are on blue vinyl. There's 10 of them though. And it's kind of like the top creme de la creme of the Blue Note catalog. Something Else, Midnight Blue, Moanin', that kind of thing. From my top 100, no, this might not. This was featured on a video I did, 10 records for folks who don't like jazz, 10 jazz records for folks who don't like jazz, something along those lines. Killer record, phenomenal drum breaks on this. Lou Donaldson's Mr. Shingling. Another OJC, we've got Mal 2, Mal Waldron. This is the standard black vinyl of Lee Morgan's The Sidewinder. Again, Blue Note, all analog, cut from the master tape by Kevin Gray. Again, this is kind of another OJC before they had official OJCs. This is Sonny Rollins' Saxophone Colossus. I haven't had this, I don't think, in years. It's been a long time since I've seen this. Lacquer's cut by Kevin Gray from the original master tapes. Single pocket, old school style, tip-on jacket with high gloss cover. It's essentially, again, an OJC without the Obi. Another Verve title, Nina Simone's I Put a Spell on You. This is like fantastic. All these jazz, audiophile jazz records. Herbie Hancock's Imperial Isles, cut by Kevin Gray from the master tape. This is the new anniversary edition of the Beatles' Abbey Road. Another Verve series title, Wes Montgomery, Smoking at the Half Note. This is a fairly new Verve title. This is Jerry Mulligan Meets Ben Webster with the correct first cover on it. This was later changed to, well, probably that picture on the back, but orange. One of the original 2 Blue Note tone poets, we've got Wayne Shorter's Etc. Another tone poet, Sam Rivers' Contours. And Andrew Hill's Smokestack. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the new arrivals. Stay tuned, and I will show you guys everything that's going to be auctioned off this Sunday on Whatnot. Click the link below, and you can actually pre-bid on that stuff now. Until next time.